Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tammy and this is Happiness Created. Today's video is part of my What Month Is It challenge. I will have more information on that in just a bit. DIY number 1. So I got these wood blanks from Michael's. You get 4 in a package, 2 round, 2 square. I'm going to take those, and I did white Waverly chalk paint on just the face of the wood round and square. And then I am taking some of this water slide paper I got from Hippo, and I am just trying to kind of size it up and figure out where I want my bird. Once I get that figured out, I'm just going to flip it over, trace it, and then cut it out. Now, for those of you who do not know, the bird for July is the woodpecker. Now, honestly, I was going to do something Woody Woodpecker, but then I thought better of it. Now I'm kind of wishing I did. But anyway, I'm going to take the circle and I'm going to do the exact same thing with the other print. So I have one with the woodpecker in flight, and then this one, it's on a tree. So I take the square one and I'm just putting it in the water for, I did 40 seconds. And then I'm just going to wet the surface so that it will slide around until I can place it in the right spot. Then you just pinch the 2 layers, and the clear top layer that's printed on just comes right off. Look at that. How cool is this? This invention is like genius. I love it. So once I start, I guess, I'm just going to pull the backing off. And once I get the top piece where I want it, I'm going to take a paper towel and very gently, very carefully, I'm just sliding whatever excess water that is underneath out the sides. And then I'm just patting it down just to make sure that there are no air bubbles or anything like that. And like I said, these things are so cool. I just wiped the sides off so that they would dry quicker. But look at that. It's like it's just supposed to be there. I mean, it's supposed to be because I just put it there, but you get what I mean. So I did the same thing with the circle. Now, if you notice, the top part, like the picture itself was too small. So there was actually some just blank space, and I kept it in here just to show you guys. But I do end up going back in and doing another piece because I wanted the whole picture to cover the entire like wood block, wood circle, round, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I do end up taking it off and redoing it, and you will see that in just a second. So now here is me redoing it. And this just comes out so much better. I love how these came out. They're so simple, but I love it. And for anybody who, really likes woodpeckers, I think this would be a great gift for anybody in your, family or circle of friends or whatever that likes them. I think they're beautiful. They're one of my favorite birds, but some people like them, some people don't. I do admit they are a little noisy sometimes, but it's all good. I thought these would be just some shelf sitters, so I needed a way to keep the round piece from rolling around. So I'm just taking a small piece of wood and I just cut it just wide enough to fit on the wood round, and I'm just going to hot glue it right to the circle, and it's like a little, I don't know, like a little foot. I didn't want anything sticking out the back in case, you know, I or somebody else wanted to hang them. But I love how these came out. I think they're super adorable. Let me know what you guys think. So as I said, this video is part of my What Month Is It open playlist. I host it every month, and this month my two co-hosts are Missy from Crafty Cove DIY and Jackie from Mamma Mia DIY, and our special guest host. Are you ready? Oh, Emily from Farm Charm Chic. Oh my word. Can you imagine this lineup? Really, really, truly, like Missy and Emily and Jackie. Does it get much better than that? I don't know. You guys decide. Anyway, I love these ladies. Make sure you go check them out. I will have their channel links as well as the playlist in my description box down below. DIY number 2. So I have this print that I got off of Google and a wood blank again from Michaels. And I am going to do the exact same thing. I'm just going to line it up the way that I want it to look, like the width. And then I'm just going to trace it. And then I just put that aside for now. And I am going to take some of the Waverly Antique Wax and a wipe, and I am just going over the outside, like the frame part of this blank. Then I'm going to take some of the white Waverly chalk paint, and I am going to paint just the flat face of this blank. So once that's done, and don't mind Skylar's tail, she wanted to be up with mommy. So anyway, I have a bunch of laser cut letters and shapes and numbers. So I just pulled out some of the letters that I needed for this particular project. And I'm just going over all of the letters with some Waverly Antique Wax and then wiping it off. Now I'm going to take the picture that I printed out and I just tore all of the edges. And then I'm going to take one of the glue sticks from the Dollar Tree and I'm just going to glue this right to the back of the picture, or the face of the picture. Anyway, then I'm going to take the paintbrush that I had used for the face part, and I'm just doing a very light dry brushing. I'm just trying to blend it in so you can't really see the torn edges. Then I'm just lining up all of the letters and using some super glue and some hot glue to hold all of the letters into place. And I just wrote out love life. I figured that was appropriate, right? We all need to love our lives, even though they're not always, you know, rainbows and daisies every day. We still need to be grateful. So anyway, I found some of these flowers. They sort of look like the Larkspur, so I kind of went with those. So I'm just taking the antique wax to 3 of them, and then I am going to glue them between the picture and the letters at the bottom of the frame. And once those are all glued down, I'm going to take some of this twine from the Dollar Tree. I keep telling you guys every time I use this, but I love this stuff so much. I have like 4 bundles because, you know, you never know when they're going to stop selling it. So anyway, I'm just wrapping it around my 3 fingers a bunch of times. I didn't count, I'm sorry. And then I took a piece of the twine and I'm just tying a knot right in the center. And then I'm going to hot glue that right to the top center of this picture. And then as usual, I am tacking the tails down so they kind of stay put. And that's it for this one. I think this came out so pretty. I really, really love this one. I think it's so dainty and delicate and I love it. Let me know what you guys think. So I want to let you guys know I am on Instagram, Facebook, and Pinterest. I will have all of the links in my description box down below. Stop on by and say hi. I'd love to hear from you. DIY number 3. So I have this vase. I want to say I got it at Dollar Tree, but I'm not positive. And then I have some of this Larkspur that I got from Michael's and some rub-on transfers and then some resin. So right now I'm just going to take the resin and I just dumped whatever I had left in these 2 small jars. I do have another 2 big jugs of resin, but I didn't want to open it just for this project. So I took what I had and that's that. So anyways, I took the Larkspur and I just cut down the stems to the sizes that I wanted. Then I took the rub-on transfers and I just cut out the pieces that I wanted to use. And I just placed it on the glass and rubbed away. Now, I don't know if you guys saw my other video where I used these rub-on transfers on some glass, but I thought it was really cool. I didn't actually have to rub anything, but with these, I did. But that's okay. So once I got those all done, I am just dumping the resin into the bottom of this vase. And then I'm just simply going to put the flowers into the resin. And then I did take some of the twine, just kind of tied it around the flowers because I wanted the stems to be kind of upright. I didn't want them, I don't know, I just didn't want the flowers to be flopping everywhere. So I wanted them to kind of be in the center. Anyway, so I just tied them together and then I took a couple of pieces of painter's tape and I just taped these strings to the vase until it started to harden a little bit. And yeah, that's all I did for that. So then I took that same twine and I decided to wrap it around the vase and I went around it a few times. Again, I didn't count, maybe, I don't know, like 7 or 8 times. And then I tied it off and then I made another one of those finger bows, and I'm sorry the flowers are kind of covering it. But I just wrapped it around my 3 fingers like I always do. And then took another piece of twine and just wrapped it around the center and tied it off in the back. And then I'm just going to put some hot glue on the back and I'm going to glue it to the twine that I wrapped around the neck of the vase. And that's it for this one. I think it's so pretty. I love this. It's so simple, but so pretty. Let me know what you guys think. So I really want to thank Missy and Jackie and Emily for joining me this month. I was so excited when these ladies all said yes. I can't even begin to explain it. So thank you, ladies, so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a great big thumbs up for me. It really helps me out. If you're new to my channel or coming over from the playlist, welcome. I hope you'll consider sticking around and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget the bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a brand new video. And share with your family and friends. And I will see you next time.